Hi guys, welcome back to LiteFinance Global YouTube channel. It's my pleasure to be with you again. Sometimes like the month ago we were discussing gold and oil. I've been bearish on gold and bullish on the oil. Not many changes has happened since then. When it comes to my view, the gold is hedging higher. Also today we are going to add the silver chart. So without the further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so let's start with the weekly gold chart. What we have here, well, not many changes since our previous analysis done around a month ago. We have this triple top. We were discussing that most probably we are going to see some kind of the pullback, and well, there you go. Now I would say that we might see some deeper levels, and actually I'm looking for levels and the stops below 1800, all right, 1800. But there is a one thing: as long as the bulls are staying within the 50% range of the previous move, so that's what we've seen here. Let me remove the fib. Right, there you go. So we've seen the market move through the latest swing low, hitting the stops lower and reacting at 50%. Also, that was the buying opportunity, taking into the consideration the latest weakness over here, and the latest weakness we were discussing quite a few times. So I strongly encourage you guys to go through and check what I'm talking about. So as of now, this 1880 could be and probably will be the name of the game here, because that's where we are going to decide what next. Well, it might be some kind of the longer consolidation before we are going to go higher, all right? But I would say that as long as we are below the triple top, right, we might see market attempt to go below 1800, this time looking for 50% of that previous consolidation, lower down towards 1750, 1740. Now, if somehow we are going to hold this level, we might see another retest of the high, and that wouldn't be surprise. But we are not going to cancel the bearish scenario. We are going to cancel the bearish scenario only with the move well above 2000, and then we are going to have some kind of the buying opportunity on the pullback. So that's how I see the things related to the gold based on the weekly chart. Let's have a look what we have next. Silver. Well, it doesn't look good as well. We know that during the some kind of the turmoils, when the market is trying to move lower, the gold is stronger than silver, and when there is no economic prosperity, there is no reason to try to hold the silver. And well, one can argue that we might be well prepared to try to see the upside break, but in my opinion, we are trying to hold the level close to 2230, 2220, but as you can see, we are making lower lows, and if you are going to make the fib measures, right, they are gonna be probably very close and similar. So I'm not going to be surprised if the market is going to decide to go lower, trying to test 2080 swing low, as well as the 50% of that consolidation close to or shy below significant and psychological level of 20 down towards 1920, and well, that could be the thing here, also because of that weakness seen here, and 50% of that, well, quite hasn't been tested yet, so maybe market will try to go that low. So as long as we are below 25.50, the possible scenario here when it comes to the weekly chart of the silver is to the downside. What has to happen for bulls to get back into the game? Well, 25.50, 26, and we have to see the close above to determine the new range, to determine the possible inverted quite wide head and shoulders, and pushing up towards 30, 32. That could be the solution, but only with the close above 25.50, 26, as I mentioned before. All right, so finally, taking into the consideration that I'm a little bit bearish when it comes to the base scenario. Of course, we are always discussing two possible ways, meaning that there is a possibility I'm bullish on a black gold. So here we go. We are going to discuss US crude, and that's the weekly chart. If you do remember the previous video, I've mentioned that I'm quite bullish and I'm looking for at least retest of 100 level, and based on current upside break of this consolidation over here with clear stop count, yes, we do have a chance just doubling the previous range to hit 100. But that might not be enough for the buyers. Why? Because that's the previous consolidation, and that's something around 50%. So we might see another 12-15% higher, up towards 112 and 115. So what could be some kind of the scenario? Basically, market is looking for some kind of the supply shock, right? So I would look for some kind of the positivity, and when it comes to the market, in order to be prepared that the shock is not coming, and I would look to buy the pullback. So what kind of the pullback I would look for based on this weekly chart? Well, it could be 50% of that particular move. In that case, with this swing low we have here, if we are going to retest somewhere close to 82.78, that could be the way to try to move higher. Any kind of the close below 74.50 might cancel this very bullish scenario, and we might see the retest of 65.63. So with that being said, guys, strongly encourage you, do your own homework, do your own research. Wish you great next trading session. See you around, take care, and goodbye.